I hope you're good from your end. I'm teacher Zamalek from Kenya Science Network. I am here with grade 8 integrated science exam prediction for the opener exam. So section A, 20 marks. Let's dive. Grade 8 learners were asked by their teacher to define an element. Who among the following gave the correct answer? So we know features of element. Number 1, it is a pure substance. It is a pure substance. Number 2, it cannot be divided, be splitted. Let me talk about be decomposed or splitted or decomposed into simpler substances, and chemical means or physical means cannot divide it. So we know that it is a pure substance. Number 2, the main definition, it cannot be splitted or be decomposed into simpler substances. To decompose means that you break it down into simpler substances. So which among gave the correct answer? Grace, it is a pure substance that consists of 2 or more atoms of different kind. This one is a molecule. This one is a definition of a molecule, therefore it's wrong. It is a substance that cannot be decomposed into simpler substances by any chemical means. That is true. So the right guy who gave the right answer is Ben. Mary, it's a pure substance consisting of 2 or more compounds. Wrong. Moses, it is anything that occupies space and has mass. Wrong. So the right person who gave the right answer is Ben. It is a pure substance or a substance that cannot be decomposed into simpler substances by any chemical means. They cannot also be separated or be decomposed, be splitted by physical means. Number 2. Robert wrote down the chemical symbols of some elements. We know that chemical symbols are taught in grade 8. Which among the following was wrongly written? Carbon, that is true. C. Copper, no. Copper is cuprum, capital C, small u. Chlorine, Cl. Sodium, Na. So the guy or the element that is wrongly matched according to its chemical symbol is copper, which should be Cu, but rather not Ca. Ca is for calcium. Which one of the following properties of matter describes liquids? We know liquids, they flow. They're able to flow. Have no definite shape. Liquids have no definite shape. That is true. They have no fixed volume. They have a fixed volume. They are highly compressible. No gases are highly compressible. They have an indefinite volume. They have definite volume. So they have no definite shape is the right answer in this case. Liquids have no definite shape. We're getting that. So that is a property of matter that describes liquids. So for instance, water. Water is a liquid. Is water having any shape? No. So it has no defined shape. That is why we're saying have no definite shape. Number 3. The diagram below shows us a plant cell as observed under light microscope. Answer question 5 and 6. So we know that this greenish part is a chloroplast, the X. This is cell wall. Name the parts labeled X and Y respectively. So we are going to see cell wall and chloroplast, X and Y respectively. So we're going to have nucleus, chloroplast. Nucleus is this section, so it means this is wrong. Cytoplasm, cell membrane. Cytoplasm is not. Chloroplast, cell wall. Yes. Chloroplast, cell wall. Chloroplast, cell membrane. No. So the right answer is chloroplast, cell wall. Number 5. What is the function of the part labeled Y? The part labeled Y, we have said it is what? It is cell wall. So what is the function of cell wall? It acts as a site for photosynthesis. No, that is the chloroplast. Selectively allows material in and out of the cell. That is cell membrane. It protects the cell from mechanical injuries. That is true. So the right answer is choice C. It is where chemical reaction take place. No, this is the cytoplasm. So the right answer, it protects the cell wall from mechanical injuries. The cell from mechanical injuries. That is the role of the cell wall. And then this inner one is what we call the cell membrane. Remember, cell membrane is semi-permeable. And when we say it is semi-permeable, it means that it selectively allows materials in and out of the cell. So the right answer there is choice C, number 6. Grade 8 learners identify a hazard symbol shown below the container. So which hazard symbol is this? Whenever you see this one, it is a radioactive compound. Shows that that particular container has a radioactive substance which can emit what we call, can emit radiations. Radiations are very dangerous. Radiations are very dangerous. They can even cause cancer, these radiations. Instead of being carcinogenic, I mean, these radiations, those rays they emit can even cause cancer, aside from carcinogenic. So that substance is not toxic, it is not carcinogenic, it is not an oxidizer, but rather it is a radioactive substance. Number 7, during a group discussion, grade 8 learners discuss the types of mixtures. Which of the following pairs consist of homogeneous mixtures? Homogeneous mixtures, we know that they form a uniform solution. So in that case, we are going to see only one layer formed. If one layer is formed, e.g. when you have milk and water, or when you have salt and sugar and water, sorry. And when you have sugar and water. So this particular substance, milk and water will only form one layer. Salt and water, salt will dissolve in water and the entire substance become liquid. Sugar and water, again, the substance dissolves and then they form only one layer. So which one consists of homogeneous mixture? Sand and water? No. Sand and water, this one form heterogeneous. Sugar and water, true. Milk and water, true. Just like I've given you some few examples, they are among those examples. Salt and sand, these ones are homogeneous, so heterogeneous, sorry. So the right answer is choice B, number 8. A grade 8 learner studied the pH of different substances. Use it to answer questions 8 and 9. Which substance is more likely to be a sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid is a strong acid. A strong acid is those that can dissociate in water completely. You learn more about the difference between strong acid and weak acid. And I'm saying that strong acid, they dissociates in water completely to produce hydrogen ions. Are you getting that? While weak acids partially dissociates in water to produce hydrogen ions. So this acid is strong acid, and strong acids, they range from 0 to 3. From 3 to 6.9 are weak acids, and these acids, they are strong. Others include hydrochloric acid, written in symbol HCl, hydrochloric acid. Another one is nitric acid, written this way. So these are the 3 strong acids we have. So substance that is very strongly has a pH in terms of acids. I'm talking about in terms of acids. The pH of acids, those strong ones, ranges from 0 to 3. So it means if I see a number 0 to 3 here, I'll give it as the pH of sulfuric acid. Q for no, T1, and that is the right answer. Choice D, which talks about T as the right answer. So number 9, which substance is more likely to be water? Water is a neutral substance. Water is a neutral substance with a pH of 7. So how are we talking about water having a pH of 7? Remember, pH ranges from 0 to 14. Half of 17 is 4. So is 7, sorry. Half of 14 is 7. So what do we mean? That this is neutral. The one who is at the center is always a neutral. You look at players playing football. We have 22 players within the field. 11 from the opponent side and 11 from the home team side. So what do we see? We see a referee. A referee acts as a neutral person. So it is the one who is going to officiate the game. He's the one who is going to control the game. So whoever is controlling the game, whoever is at the center, that is what we call neutral. So in this case, 7 is the neutral and water is one of the neutral substances. So which one? P. P is choice A. Number 10, a cell was magnified 200 times using light microscope. So it means magnification was times 200. Whose eyepiece lens of magnification was times 10. What was the magnification of the objective lens? So we know that magnification, total magnification is equals to objective lens times eyepiece lens. Eyepiece lens. Because of space, you need to write the entire formula down for you to earn the marks. Because of space, that is why I'm doing so. So what do we have? We have 200 is equals to objective length, let's give it y times eyepiece length is 10. Are you getting that? So how can we find y? Divide both sides by 10, divide both sides by 10. So y, this cancels. So y remains is equals to 200 over 10. Y is equals to times 0 cancels 0. So we are going to remain 20 over 1 is 20. So times 20. So right answer is times 20, choice C. A grade 8 learners listed the sources of electricity. Which of the following was wrong? Now, hydroelectric power is a source of electricity. Geothermal power is also another one. Solar power is also another one. Dry cell is not a source of source of electrical electricity. Remember, it is dry cell power is also a source of electricity, but not of electrical electricity. Another one, a complete path in which electric circuit flows from one terminal to another is called a complete path, where electric current flows from one terminal to another is called electric current, no. Electric circuit, yes. Electrical charge, no. Voltage, no. So whenever we have a complete path in which current flows from one terminal to another, that is what we call electrical or electric circuit. Are you getting that? Number 13, Samuel is able to clean and maintain scientific apparatus. So any skill dealing with the maintenance of apparatus, any skill dealing with handling apparatus, that is called manipulative. Manipulative skill. Properly and safely. Which of the following basic scientific skill has Samuel acquired? Manipulative. Choice B. Grade 8 learners were asked to state examples of substances that sublime. So when we talk about substances that sublimes, it means they undergo change of state of matter from solid to gas without passing through the liquid state. So those substances that can change state of their matter, or the matter itself, that substance is the matter. So if that particular substance is able to change state from solid state to gas state without passing through liquid state, that substance is called a sublimate. So it is able to sublime. The process by which it sublimes, it's called sublimation. So which one of the following is incorrect? Frozen carbon dioxide is one of those substances. Iodine is another substance. Methanol is another substance. Sodium chloride is not a substance that can undergo sublimation. So the right answer is choice C. Sodium chloride cannot undergo the process of sublimation. This is a salt. The common salt we use. If you leave it, will it change to gas? No. If you expose it to air or you heat it, it will not change to gas. The diagram below shows parts of female reproductive system. Study it and answer question 15 and 16. So this is oviduct, this is ovary, and this is uterus. This is fallopian tube or vagina. No, sorry, birth canal. Hey, my lord. What do I want to write there? This is birth canal, not fallopian tube. Birth canal or vagina. Oviduct is what we are referring to as fallopian tube. Are you getting that? So which of the following processes takes place at the part labeled Q? The part labeled Q is what? Is uterus. So that is implantation. Implantation, choice B. So fertilization takes place within the oviduct. Implantation takes place within the womb. That is the attachment of fertilized egg or blastocyst here. Are you getting that? Attachment. Provide attachment of fertilized egg or blastocyst. So what happens is that this egg The egg from the ovary detaches. Or fertilization happens in this way. Eggs from the ovary detaches, it goes to the oviduct. Sperm also is taken to the oviduct. Then what happens? They fuse together. Fusing means if this is the sperm, the ovum and the sperm, they come unite together here. So when they fuse, fertilization happens. They form what is called a zygote. Are you getting that? So egg detaches, goes to the oviduct in readiness, waiting for the sperm. And then one of the sperm now reaches the ovum, goes there. And then fertilizations happen within this ovary. Are you getting that? So once fertilization has happened, what is fertilization? Fertilization is the fusion of male gamete, sperm, and female gamete, ovum, to form a zygote within the oviduct. So once that fertilized egg has been formed, it goes to the uterus or womb, where it is going to be implanted. Implantation means attachment of fertilized egg or blastocyst to the wall of the uterus. Anywhere, it attaches anywhere within the uterus. Within the uterine wall, it attaches there, anywhere. Ovulation happens within the ovary. That is when egg is being released. Deposition, that is just to form deposits. Number 16, which one of the following gives the correct name of the part marked W and its function? The part marked W, we said it is vagina or birth canal. So anything that is not birth canal or vagina is an X. Yes. So what is the role of birth canal? Passageway for the child, and also receives sperms from penis. True. So the right answer is choice C. Produces ovum and secretes ovary, that is, secretes hormone, that is the role of ovary. So birth canal or vagina acts as a passage for the child and also receives sperms from penis. Number 19. An atom of an element has electron arrangement of 2, 8, 2. What is the name given to the element? Now, how many electrons are there? 2 plus 8 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12. So element number 12 is magnesium in the periodic table, carbon is number 6 in the periodic table, aluminum is number 13 in the periodic table, sodium is number 11 in the periodic table. So that as an element with an electron configuration of 282 is magnesium. Number 18. A grade 8 learner was grouping different changes. Which of the following pairs consist of physical changes only? Physical changes, they are reversible. No new substance is formed. Are you getting that? A change in which no new substance is formed and they are reversible is referred to as a physical change. Melting ice. When you melt ice, it is going to be solid ice, liquid ice. Nothing is going to change. No new substance is going to form. It is still ice, and that change is reversible. Dissolving salt in water. When we dissolve salt in water, what happens? When we dissolve salt in water, it's going to be salty water. When we try to reverse that, it's going to be reversed. Are you getting that? We are going to get again salt and water. So the right answer is choice A. Burning of wood, once it happens, we're going to have a wood ash and new substance is going to be formed, that is wood ash. And rusting of iron. Remember, when we rust iron, a reddish brown color is going to be generated. A reddish brown color is the rust. So that rust, reddish brown color, cannot be reversed. Once it has happened, it has happened. It is permanent. It is permanent. So that means this is chemical. Digesting food, you break down food particles into smaller sized particles. And cooking an egg, once you do that, you cannot reverse it. So this is a chemical change. Baking a cake and boiling of water. You bake a cake, boiling of water, yes, it's a physical change. But baking a cake, once a cake is baked, cannot be taken back to the normal ingredients needed for baking that cake. So it means, therefore, that the right answer is choice A. Number 19. Which of the following statements best describes osmosis? We have, there must be water molecules in this case of osmosis, and there must be semi-permeable membrane. The most common feature of osmosis is that it must pass across semi-permeable membrane. There must be a semi-permeable membrane. So movement of water from region of low concentration to region of high concentration, there is no semi-permeable membrane. Where there is no semi-permeable membrane, that answer is wrong. Movement of water from a region of high concentration to low concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Movement of gases through semi-permeable membrane. So the right answer is choice B. Movement of water from the region of high concentration to region of low concentration through semi-permeable membrane. What is the main function of white blood cells in the human body? White blood cells, these ones, they fight diseases. Are you getting that? Or fight germs causing diseases. Transport of oxygen, this is a red blood cell. Clotting of blood, this is platelets. Transport nutrients, this is plasma. Are you getting that? So plasma transport nutrients. Carbon dioxide, oxygen, clotting of blood, platelets. So the right answer is choice B, fighting diseases. So that's the end of section A of this paper. Thank you for listening to Teacher Zamalek. Always ask questions based on this paper. It's a very good paper for a grade 8 learner who is revising for the open examination. And I would advise you to go again through the paper, jot down some few notes that I've mentioned as you learn. Learning is permanent and learning is very, very important. It is the growth, it is called cognitive growth. So your mind grows each and every day when you learn. Otherwise, thank you. Bye-bye for now.